G'day everyone and welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ben and I'm an Australian teen passionate about all things wildlife. So if you're into that sort of stuff, please like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of me and more of the animals. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's dive into the video. So you might be wondering where on earth I was. Well, over the holidays I visited the beautiful Tangalooma Island Resort and managed to get some amazing sea creatures on film just for you guys. So what did I find? Well, come with me, take a deep breath and let's dive in. I have always had the desire to explore the ocean. It's a place where I can escape all the dramas my life holds and really connect with nature. When I was putting my snorkels on, my whole body raced with excitement. Any opportunity I get to explore nature, I never take for granted, and I tell you what, I'm really glad I didn't. The tide was slowly rising. It wasn't too shallow but not too deep either, a perfect opportunity to get right up close with some gorgeous marine creatures and get some great shots for you guys. While swimming along close to the channel, I noticed a small structure that instantly caught my attention. Being me, I decided to dive down and check it out. At first my attention was on the small school of chromis, however closer investigation found me staring right at a pair of cuttlefish. Cuttlefish belong to the family of cephalopods, however what makes these guys so unique is something inside of them. Cuttlefish are actually the only cephalopod with a backbone. Now you might have recalled seeing these littered along the shoreline while visiting the beach, so next time you see these, take them home and you've got yourself a cuttlefish souvenir. Another amazing adaptation these guys have is their ability to change colour to suit their environment. Now this is a characteristic all cephalopods share. Basically, the cuttlefish's skin has millions of tiny pores called chromatophores, which are essentially small sacs of different coloured dye. When they want to camouflage themselves, mussels will expand these chromatophores, revealing the colours and hence changing them to help blend into their environment. Wow, what a great start, and it didn't end there. Let's see what else I found. What I found next was astonishing. Swimming over to a large post, I scanned the rocks for any potential creatures hiding amongst the barnacle-ridden rocks. Closer examination of the rock found me staring right at a stonefish which had buried itself in the sand. Wow, I couldn't believe my eyes. Now don't worry, I'm fully aware of the dangerous potential of these animals, but they're slow and clumsy, built for stealth and ambush, so me touching him there meant no danger for me. With that being said though, these animals should be treated with respect, and things like this should not be attempted at home. Touching them on the top would be a different story. Stonefish have 13 venomous spines running down their dorsal fins, and when pressure is applied to these, venom is released, causing respiratory weakness, paralysis, extreme pain of course, and unfortunately oftentimes death. As long as you are careful around these animals and watch where you're going, this scenario shouldn't occur. As I went to turn around, I saw the weirdest looking fish I'd ever seen. This ugly guy is a spotted scat, and a big one at that. Mainly in diameter though, look how fat he is. Now this guy, while not posing as much of a threat as the stonefish from earlier, would still inflict a nasty sting, which is thanks to poison glands at the bases of their spiny dorsal fins. As far as diet goes, the spotted scat eats a lot of things. I mean, you can tell, right? Okay, I'll stop with the fat jokes now. These guys feed on anything from algae, detritus, and small crustaceans, which makes sense considering this guy keeps circling these algae-infested rocks. I have to say, I really fell in love with this fish. It was really unique and didn't seem too fazed by me. But at some point, you have to let nature do its thing, and it was time to say goodbye as he swam off into the blue. As I went to turn around, a beautiful stingray came shooting out of the sand. Now, I'll be honest, I have no idea what species this is, so if you have any idea, please drop it down in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. Now, while they don't look it, rays are actually a part of the class chondrichthyes, or cartilaginous fishes, which includes sharks and rays, meaning they're closely related to sharks. Nice little fun fact to brag about when you're with your friends, I guess. Another similarity these two share is the presence of gills. Their mouths are also positioned on the bottom of their head, giving them easier access to benthic creatures that they favour eating. Speaking of which, these guys feed on small crustaceans like crabs and prawns, and even small fish scurrying along the bottom. Unfortunately, there were so many people crowding the race, so I decided to swim in the other direction and give the animals some space. But wow, I'm so happy to have shared the water with this magnificent creature, and I'm so thankful I got to share it with you guys. Okay, now there's no way things can get better than this, right? Wrong. My goal was to return to the cuttlefish and get some more shots of them, and on the way, I found yet another stonefish. I instantly dove down and it became apparent to me how considerably larger this specimen was compared to the previous one. Again, I carefully touched its chin, proving once again how docile these fish truly are. Now, something I didn't touch on earlier was their unique appearance. This comes into play when hunting and surviving in the beautiful and sometimes unforgiving place that is the ocean. They look just like a rock, giving them the name stonefish. Duh, right? Their expert camouflage makes them formidable ambush predators and a hard target to identify for humans walking through rock pools. Stonefish are ambush predators, feeding on absolutely anything that can fit in their massive mouths. They'll wait on the bottom completely motionless and wait until a fish or shrimp swims up and whack, lashes out and swallows their prey whole. With all that being said, these gorgeous animals should be treated with respect. Never be afraid of them but always respect them. But wow, what an amazing fish. As my eventful 2-hour experience came to a close, I decided to charge on and say goodbye to the cuttlefish one last time. By this time the tide had risen significantly, making the visibility poorer. This time I noticed that there were actually 3 cuttlefish. Not only this, but there was yet another stonefish hiding amongst the structure. I hope those chromis are alright. Oh god. As the water got shallower and I could see my parents on the shore waiting for me, I noticed something quite peculiar sticking out of the sand. I decided to take a closer look, and what on earth did I just find? Now, I still have no idea what this is, however I reckon it's actually a species of snake eel. Again, if you have any idea, please drop it down in the comments below. Unfortunately, that's all I've got for today's adventure. I'm so happy with everything I experienced on that perfect day, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. The ocean is truly an amazing place, filled with millions upon millions of alien-like creatures, most of which are yet to be discovered. We need to protect our oceans if we are to preserve unique species like this for years to come.